Writing is one of the most important skills a student can develop because it helps us express our thoughts clearly, communicate ideas effectively, and succeed in both school and daily life. Many students struggle with writing, not because they cannot do it, but because they do not understand the techniques that make writing clear, organized, and powerful. This lesson focuses on simple and practical strategies that can help anyone become a better writer. By learning how to read thoughtfully, practice regularly, use linking words, plan ideas, and edit carefully, students can build strong writing skills that will improve their academic performance and boost their confidence. Improving your writing skills is one of the most valuable things you can do for your education, your future career, and your ability to express yourself clearly. Good writing is not something you are born with. It is something you build slowly with practice, patience, and the right strategies. In this guide, you will learn detailed, practical tips that can help you grow into a confident and effective writer. 1. Read more to become a better writer. Reading is the foundation of all good writing. When you read regularly, your brain naturally absorbs sentence structures, vocabulary, and the rhythm of good writing. Reading exposes you to many styles: descriptive, narrative, persuasive, formal, and informal. These styles help shape your own writing. Try reading different types of texts, storybooks, or novels for creativity and imagination, news articles for clarity and formal language, essays for academic tone textbooks for factual writing as you read. Pay attention to how the author introduces ideas, how sentences are structured, and how transitions are used. Do not just read passively. Read with interest. Notice good phrases and think about how you can use them in your own writing. Over time, you will naturally start writing more smoothly and confidently. 2. Write every day to build your skill. Writing is a skill that improves with consistency. You do not need to write long essays daily. Even small paragraphs can make a big difference. What matters most is regular practice. Here are some simple daily writing ideas. Write a short summary of what you learned in school. Describe something that happened to you during the day. Write an opinion on a topic you care about. Rewrite a paragraph from a book using your own words. Create a short fictional story. Regular writing helps you become more comfortable forming sentences, expressing ideas, and organizing your thoughts. 3. Use linking words to make your writing flow. Linking words, also called transition words or connectors, make your writing easier to follow. They show relationships between ideas, guide the reader through your thoughts, and make your writing sound mature. Here are some linking words you can use to add ideas. Also, in addition, furthermore, moreover, to compare or contrast ideas. However, on the other hand, although, but to show cause and effect, because, therefore, as a result, consequently to give examples. For example, for instance, such as to order ideas, first, next, then, finally. Using these connectors will instantly improve your writing organization and clarity. 4. Keep your sentences clear and focused. One common mistake students make is writing very long sentences that confuse the reader. Long sentences are not always better. In fact, short, clear sentences often sound stronger. A good rule is one main idea per sentence. You can add details, but make sure they support the main idea and do not make the sentence too crowded. If a sentence feels too long, break it into 2 or 3 smaller sentences. This makes your writing clearer and easier to understand. 5. Build your vocabulary slowly and naturally. A strong vocabulary helps you express ideas more precisely, but you do not need to memorize a long list of difficult words. The best way to grow your vocabulary is to learn a few new words at a time and practice using them. Here's how to improve your vocabulary effectively. Learn 3 to 5 new words per week. Look up their meanings. Study how they are used in sentences. Write your own sentences using these words. Try to use them in conversation or writing. When you learn vocabulary slowly and use it frequently, you remember it better and use it correctly. 6. Plan before you write. Many students start writing immediately without planning, and this leads to disorganized paragraphs. Planning helps you structure your writing and decide what ideas to include. Before writing, spend 1 to 3 minutes planning. What is your topic? What is your main point? What examples will you use? What is the best order for your ideas? A simple plan can be: introduction. What is the topic? Body. 2 or 3 main points with explanations. Conclusion. Summarize your ideas. Planning saves time, reduces confusion, and makes your writing more powerful. 7. Edit and rewrite to improve quality. Good writing is not written once. It is rewritten, corrected, and improved. Editing your own work helps you become aware of your mistakes and learn how to fix them. When editing, check for spelling and grammar errors, punctuation, mistakes, repetition of words, unclear or confusing sentences, missing linking words, incorrect tenses. Reading your writing aloud can help you identify awkward sentences. Editing is one of the most important steps because it turns an average piece of writing into a good one. 8. Do not be afraid of making mistakes. Mistakes are a natural part of learning. Every professional writer, author, or journalist once wrote poorly and improved through practice. When you make mistakes, you learn what to fix, and each correction makes you a better writer. Instead of worrying about being perfect, focus on trying, practicing, improving, asking questions. Confidence grows when you allow yourself to learn through mistakes. 9. Ask for feedback and learn from it. Sometimes you need another person's eyes to see what you cannot see yourself. Getting feedback from a teacher, friend, or even from me can help you recognize areas where you can improve. Feedback can show you which sentences are unclear, where you need better grammar, how to improve your structure, how to make your ideas stronger. The more feedback you get, the faster your writing will improve. 10. Practice writing different types of texts in school and exams. You will be asked to write many types of texts. Practicing each type helps you become flexible and prepared. Here are some common types. Summaries, very important for exams, narratives, stories, descriptive writing, argumentative essays, reports, letters, formal and informal, diary entries, comprehension answers. Each type has a different style, tone, and structure. Practicing them helps you become a strong all-round writer. Final advice: writing is a journey. You do not need to rush. Every day you practice, even just a little, you become better. The key is consistency, patience, and confidence. Over time, you will notice your vocabulary improving, your ideas becoming clearer, and your writing sounding more natural.